See, even this kind of stuff cracks me up. Even when this is how pervasive this thing is. Even when they try and show you the in depth and how you're supposed to live your life and how to balance things out. This is still a Saturnian picture. Here's the rings here. What it does is it goes around like this, and it comes back here. Okay, this is the energy that's flowing off of it. Here's a positive pole. Here's a negative pole, but with a positive center. Here it is: health, body, nerves, chi. That's what emotions, heart, all of this stuff. It's always the same thing. If you notice, if you were to take this out, this is exactly the symbol they use, this side of it, for the European Union. Ridiculous. It's in everything. Like I said, it is what it is. It's pervasive. It's every bit of this. I mean, look at this. So you got these lines here, and then you got it on this thing here. I don't know if you can see this or not. Yeah, here's your 9 and your 9. It's always the same thing. Your purple and your yellow. Your 9 and your 9. That's 18 and that's 9. And the three lines, the rings. It's always the same thing. You cannot escape it. It's everything here. It's just when you finally wake up to seeing it, there is no New World Order. There will never be a New World Order. This was new when this creation fell, and it's never been new since then. That's just some silly bullshit. Like telling you the world was going to end in 2012, and everybody bought it. It is what it is. I know people don't like to hear this, but we're in a faction of hell. But it's not the hell with the pitchforks and the demons dancing around. When you talk about judgment and burning up and stuff, we're in a faction of it. We're just not in the worst part of it. I'm not going to claim to know how all of this shit works because I don't. I have very little knowledge in comparison to what really goes on. But I can see the same shit over and over again. See the fire behind him? And there's your 99. See the fire back here? Your yellow, your purple, your 3 lines. It's all there. It's got the black 9 and 9, and then a white 9 and 9. And then they're showing the 1 eye versus the 2. Then you got the spiral and all. They can sugarcoat this shit a million different ways. But you know what? You can only polish a piece of crap so long until finally somebody will just go, hey, that's a piece of crap. It's what this is what this is. So that's why you have to sit down and think in your head, what the fuck is going on here? Where am I at? How did I get here? How do I live my life? I know it's kind of a curse to know this shit, but what is it saying? What do I say? Ignorance is bliss when knowledge is folly. In other words, it's better to be stupid to this than to know enough to drive yourself nuts. Now, I remember back before I caught on to this crap, life was different then and had a different feel to it. But here we are, so you must deal with it. It's like an ailment. People learn to live with polio and cancer and all kinds of shit, and that's kind of what this is. The thing is that you're able to see through the bullshit. I can't be in a room with people that watch the news because you can't convince them that what they're saying is not what they're saying. That Dave J is always, like when I would talk about Sandy Hook, and I would say, well, the kids got murdered. He said, you're bearing false witness. He's saying I'm bearing false witness because I wasn't there to see it happen. I don't have to be there to see it happen. Everything in the fucking world points to something happened there. The false witness part is the story that the news put out. but I'm not bearing false witness. I mean, talk about an egghead trying to fucking gain points with whoever or whatever. Face it, you're never going to be smarter than, and I'm talking about those guys, Dave J and McCleary and stuff. You guys aren't even fucking people. You're not people. You're not fooling me for a minute. You guys could not produce a physical body if it meant all the money in the world. Guarantee it. McCleary, I know for guarantee you, doesn't reside in this reality. I know that for a fact. Him and I were always at odds with each other, so he resides in another place. So I'm assuming that Dave J does as well. So me, I hang around in the trees and I fly airplanes and I try and get weekends off when I can. And that's about the extent of it for me.